Hey guys, Jesse here. Get down, Lily, I love you. I know I haven't really talked to you in a while, or face to face spoke in a while. You guys deserve an update. You honestly do. Um, I made a video earlier, this one that was going to be this video, but then I got to talking. I saw my wristband, which is a McJuggernuggets wristband, and I got on the subject of McJuggernuggets. Then I went ahead and gave my opinion on dogs. Gave my opinion on the Psycho series and Jesse Ridgway. It's been requested multiple times by multiple people, so I went ahead and said what I had to say. It was raw, uncut, and off the top of my head. Straight from the heart, straight from the brain. No lipstick, nothing pretty. Called him a motherfucker. Not in a bad way. Referred to him as a motherfucker multiple times. Not in a bad way though. I hope he doesn't get offended if I do upload that video. But I did record that earlier. Then I went outside and it's Arkansas and it's heat and it's humid. My hair split. I have products in it now. That video, if you do see it, if I do decide to upload that video, you will tell that I'm in a more, I look a little better for what I am. Look at me. I mean, look at me, guys. Anyways, I want to shoot it straight. And what I mean by that is, I want to tell you some things. I've always told you the truth. I've never lied to you. I'm not going to now. So I'm going to say some things. They aren't going to be very popular. I'm not talking about you guys. They're not going to be very popular. So I have to watch what I say, how I say it. Don't mean to offend anyone if I do. If you're family and watching, because I know you do, and I've been told you do by one of you. So I'm assuming you're probably going to watch this video too. I hope you watched my videos to try to get to know me. Because I never asked you why you watched, I just assumed you watched because of what's going on. I didn't like our meeting per se, but it is what it is. Wasn't ideal, wish you weren't there. That would never happen, because I came up there for one thing and one thing only. But your brother did what he did, and got loud and wanted to get loud. Don't get loud with me, I'm gonna get loud with you. I kind of was happy you were there to witness how I've been treated. So you got to witness a little bit. And the last thing I'll say, I mean, you said you were. You said you were. You never said. I don't think you said sorry. You may have apologized. But you said you were being sincere. If you were being sincere throughout the entire conversation, which lasted a long time, I told you some things like the fact I was molested twice before the age of 10. The fact that I've witnessed rape with my own two eyes. The fact that I told you I went without food. Told you about abuse. Told you about the place I had to go. Told you about my teenage years, living with your mother and stepfather. And I told you about after I graduated and how I actually wanted to go to college. Told you about the life I started, moved away. Came in, I was already an alcoholic by the age of 14, and you know that. But I worked, I drank, made some mistakes. Yes, I'm talking to one person, but I am also talking to my audience, because I'm telling you some things that you need to know. And I'm sorry that my dogs are eating behind me and crunching, but guys, I do what I do. I just sit the fucking camera in front of me and turn it on. That's what I do. So, when I was away, I got addicted to gambling. Not sure if anybody in my audience knows that. I did. I got very addicted to gambling. And gambling is a easy thing to get addicted to. I mean, I lived within minutes of a casino. So, you wouldn't believe how easily going into a casino with $100 and sitting and playing a quarter machine, spending a quarter, 50 cents, 75 cents total for a max bet. Just sitting there and playing and having people around you and having a connection with people around you that are just there simply playing a machine as well, it can escalate quickly. I quickly went from playing penny machines, nickel machines, to quarter to 50 cent, $1, $2, $3, $5, $10, $20, $25. That's as far up as they go there. Over a course of years. Keep in mind. But I broke that habit. I did. I broke that gambling habit. I sure did. You know, once you move away from an accessible casino, once you get your life together, once you get your head straight, once you sober up from alcohol, if you got a problem with alcohol. I did. I've been sober for 3 years. Over 3 years. You can kick a habit like gambling, because I did it. Sure did. Then I kicked alcohol. Next thing I'm going to work on is kicking these prescription medications. Yeah. Anyhow, back to my family, the one I'm talking to. While I told you all this, how all that shit, the addiction, and then I told you how I came back to this town and how I've been treated in this town. Knowing my situation, that is a very valid and real situation. It is not a situation that's some simple situation. There's nothing simple about this fucking situation. I told you all that, and you never once shed a tear, and I do remember me shedding tears. and me crying throughout that hour and a half, 2 hour talk. So I don't know how a person who might have already known all that shit beforehand, I don't know how a person, a human, a female human, a heterosexual female human, and yes, I brought it to that level because a heterosexual female human to me is the most vulnerable of humans. I don't know why you didn't cry. Because had we switched shoes, and I had been a horrible person to my nephew, if my nephew dropped all of that shit on me in one fell swoop, I would have cried. I would have said, I'm so sorry. I am very, 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 very sorry. I am very sorry that you had to go through that. Now, I know you said you did say, I'm sorry you had to go through the things you did. But that's like it. But I would have made it to a point to have said, I would have said the name of the person. I would have said, I am so, so sorry. You did go through some shit. Nothing ever went right. Nothing ever went right. If it would have just went right, if it would have just been situated and handled the proper way. I'm sorry it wasn't handled the proper way. I would have said that. But as we talked, I realized there's a gnat in here and it's bugging the shit out of me. It's Arkansas, folks. Southern Arkansas. We're in the boonies. There's bugs. And they get in. But as we talked, I understood. I'm not calling you dumb. I'm not. I'm trying to say that you're not. It's not that you're not educated. You don't understand. For you to say you don't even understand how a gay person is gay, you don't understand that at all. You can't even try to begin to understand that. That says everything right there. I mean, but you've been, I don't know, like I don't got TV, but I have ways of pulling up the news, like going to CNN.com. There's a thing called Google. I'm pretty sure you have a computer. If you don't have a computer, I know you have a smartphone. So I don't understand how you can be in a type of person that doesn't understand the way other people can be. I'm very unique in my family, I suppose. Because, I'm the type of person that I'm thinking about what the hell is going to go on when I leave this place. When I'm old and gone. How are humans going to, I'll bring it down to this way. How are the human species going to get viable human DNA off a dying, non-viable planet and continue the species in outer fucking space? That's how far I reach and think. I don't just think about this town. I don't just think about me. I don't just think about our family. I don't think about the county, the state. Oh, I do. I think about it all. And the state, and the country, and the fucking continent, and the hemisphere, and the entire Earth, and the 7 billion Earthlings on Earth. I think about it all. I educate myself. Call us the knowledged ones, if you will. The fucking nut. Call us the knowledged ones. We do refer to ourselves as those of knowledge. I just don't know why you didn't cry. I would have bawled. I would have bawled. I sure would have. I would have bawled at the fact that my nephew told me that he got molested twice before the age of 10. That right there would have put me into a state that I would have been fucking totally freaking out about. That my nephew went through that at, twice before the age of 10. If you hear that, that's Skippett's baby down there sucking. She's sucking. Okay, so I'm through addressing you. Now this is directly to my audience. I've never lied to you guys, and I've always put it right out there, and I have for years. I have 370 videos on one channel, and I'm currently at 470 something videos on this channel. So I mean, you can really look back and you can really get to know ins and outs of who the fuck I am. So during those times I may have spoken of these things, but I doubt I have. When I moved back to this town, I did not want to move back to this town. I was bullied at this high school here for being homosexual, and at the time I didn't even fathom homosexuality. But I was bullied for being gay. I wasn't gay. I was just a very feminine young man. I found out later on in my teen years, yeah, I did like boys, but I did like girls. But to the Murfreesboro graduating class of 2004 and a couple of years ahead and maybe a year below, those kids, it was, you're gay. It made me feel about that tall. It was until I did have a nervous breakdown. I did introduce someone's head into a trailer hitch a few times. I did get kicked out of all Arkansas schools for a year. That is a fact. I was bullied to the point where I was absolutely out of my mind halfway through 7th grade. So when you get removed from the public school system for a year, you have to either homeschool or you have to have a private school. So my grandparents chose to put me into a Christian school. I attended the entire 8th grade year, half of 7th, the rest of 7th, and the entire 8th grade year in a Christian school that they paid for. A lot of money for. The kids at the Christian school, they bullied me worse than the kids at the public school. Those Christian kids, they were supposed to be so Christian, they treated me like dirt. They treated me worse than the public school kids did. I had some friends in the public school that would defend me. Very few. But I had some. I was alone at the Christian school. Do you know how it feels to be put into a Christian school? At that point, knowing you are not a Christian, and forced to place your hands on your teacher because she has a headache, and the matriarch of the damn school or what have you starts speaking in tongues, scared the living shit out of me. Came back to this town to live with these people in this town. I don't have a single friend here, and I've not had one since I moved back here. I didn't have any but one or two, three or four, but they were just different people. We ain't talking about just the general public of this fucking town. So I didn't want to live here, but I came back from my grandparents. Less than a year after I moved back, my grandfather didn't want me living in his house anymore, so they owned this building here in town. So I took this part of the building and created an apartment for myself. The apartment, the building, the entire building's bills are always been paid and have always been paid by my grandfather. There has been businesses in this building. He paid the bills then. He pays the bills now. He knows I am disabled to the point where I cannot work at this time and have not been able to since 2010. So he has not had a problem with paying the water and the electric bill. All I have had down here is the internet. I have a home phone and the internet. No cell phone in over 2 years. I didn't have satellite TV down here, but for a little while. Not very long at all. It's been 3.5, 4 years since I've had satellite. I haven't been given very much money to help me live. And that's the God's honest truth. And I will allow anyone to hook me up to any lie detector test that they want. $100 a month, $50 the next month. And there was 3 months in a row that there was not one dime was given to me. As far as helping me just buy underwear, buy paper towels, toilet paper, the necessities of life. I've lived well below the poverty line. Oh, it's okay, baby. It's okay. So, my front door's been broke for 2 years, over 2 years. And it's all been known, everything has been known that's wrong with the building, and I've got issues down here. Everything's been known by everyone, okay? Nothing's ever been done about it. I can't leave my apartment, can't lock my door, can't leave the property. You're asking, honey. Yeah. So, some people would say, you're leaving a property that's paid for. Your bills are paid. Most people would be like, damn, I would stay. Me, it's not, I'm not here, I'm not. Once it was made clear that I was not needed by my family, I don't have a reason to stay here anymore. I have no friends here. I have no life here, and there will never be a life here for me. So I am moving. And I am moving soon. I want to show you something real quick, and this is something I don't know that I've ever done on camera before to my audience on YouTube. I have completely changed my diet. I am a non-meat eater, a non-dairy consumer. Many reasons behind that. For one, it's healthy. So I have lost a lot of weight. I had originally lost near 100 pounds. Then I had gained some back. I had gained it back. And then I said, no more. No more. So I've been losing weight. You can see right up there, there's some silk cartons. Silk has been my savior. It gives me a lot of calcium. It gives me a lot of essential nutrients. It's been a lifesaver to me, and there are particular vegetarian type meals that I do get purchased for me, not by my family, by my mother, that are good. And there's some, of course, I eat a lot of salad. I love salad. I have several different types of salad dressing that are vegetarian, that are vegan. I can make a salad good. I mean, a good old ripe tomato and all the good shit, none of the bad shit. That's good to me. It's healthy. But I've not been able to purchase any clothes for myself since I've lived here. Except for 3 years ago, I did save enough money to buy me some underwear. Why I'm bringing this up is I actually had to save little bits of money each month to purchase 2 packages of underwear. And I'm so sad, and it disgusts me to say that to this day I still do not have underwear that are older than 3 years old. That's how little money my family has given to me. It comes down to that I have not even had enough money to survive to buy underwear. Okay? So, being disabled since February of 2010, you don't get to make an income. Yeah, really screwed up situation. But I'm going to do something that I've never done before on camera that I know of, that I know it's going public, because this video is going public. I'm going to show you my below here. These are the, I don't mean to be nipple level ever. I don't mean to be nipple, sorry. But I'm going to stand up and show you how loose my clothes are. I am 151 pounds. Look, you get to see my scar. Look at the scar. Isn't it beautiful? They just sliced me right on open. Look at this. Oh yeah, I went ahead, I forgot about this. I went ahead and did that. I ripped that earlier. I attempted to make the video once before and I was interrupted, by the way. Got the video file to prove it. Anybody ever wants to fucking see it and thinks I wear just underwear that's fucking ripped. I ripped that piece of underwear to show you. I want to rip the other side so easily. You're going to hear this. Because I did this to specifically show you one particular member of my family who's watching. Listen, this is just me just like barely ripping. I just ripped the entire side of that underwear. I put these specific underwear on to do that because they have a hole in the bottom of the leg, so throw them away. So, family, that legit is 3-year-old underwear. I've been actually thrown down here on this property and kept like a little bitty puppet in prison when it comes down to everything. I'm escaping. I'm gone. I don't want this property. I don't need this property. I do not need my family to pay for my bills here. I'm gone. Moral of the entire video: now my audience can know a little bit more about what the fuck is going on and why I've been so out of touch with everybody for months. When shit gets real, shit gets fucking real, and it gets real fucking quick. Oh, the baby, something's wrong with the baby, she's not happy. But anyways, I wanted to expose that little bit of my life to you guys to let you know, I don't need no pity or sympathy from anyone, and I appreciate when you do comment and say, you say your nice things and such, but you guys don't worry about me, because guess what? All it takes is for me to find the property and I'm gone. I've got the funds to get a property. As soon as I find that property, I'm gone. The problem is I just don't have a property that I can get into just yet.